Okay guys, welcome back to another one here on the channel. If you don't know, this is my new 172 Clio. It is a dream car of mine, if I can say that. I've wanted it since literally a child, so I now have one. I can't actually drive it, which is a shame. Insurance said no, but it's fine. It's here, it's on the drive. That's the main thing. It is now here for when I can get it insured. I did a video on how I actually accidentally won this car. So I put the auction on as a joke. Didn't think I would get it for that price, and now it's sat on my driveway. Obviously, when you win an auction of a car, you think it's just the car. Obviously, it's a modified car, so any mods that are on it do come with it, but I didn't know just how many spare parts there were and also how many mods are actually on the car. So in this video, I'm going to be walking around all the mods that are done to it, all the spare parts that are on it, just the full package of what I got for actually under £2,000, which is quite impressive. I would say it's a good price. So 123,000 miles. Yeah, first I'll walk you through the spare parts because it'll be quite quick, and I'm going to be putting some up for sale, and then I'll walk you through what is actually on the car because it's quite a long list. Firstly, we've got these rims. I ain't got a clue what they're called. They all need a bit of a refurb. The tyres are a bit shot. I think they're on Yokohama. I don't know what the tyres are, but they're literally like almost like a semi-slick. They're, as I said, they're absolutely shot. They need a refurb. It did also come with a refurb kit, which I don't know. I might do a video series on it. I might just sell them as it is with the kit. I might even keep it for if I ever sell this car or take it on track. It does also have spare hog lights, which more will be said on that another time or later in the video. It's got a steering wheel Boss, so if you know my old Clio, I did a custom steering wheel and I needed that Boss. I get loads of messages, like probably like a couple a week. Do you know what the Boss was for the steering wheel? So if you're watching this video, message me now because I'm going to be putting that up for sale. They're quite hard to come by. They're quite expensive as well. So I'll be letting it go to one of you for quite a good price. And then we've got something interesting. So this car has been taken on track. I'll put some photos up now. It is probably quite good on track. I'll talk you through all the mods, like handling wise as well. But it does also come with these racing pads. Now I was told they were used like a couple of times. They are Ica pads. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're expensive. I was told they're expensive, but they came free with the car. I mean, there's plenty of meat on them. I'll probably sell these as well as the Boss kit. And then, as I said, I don't know what I'll do with the spare rims, but if someone wants them as a project, you can have them. If not, I'll probably do a little series on it. Quite cool that it comes with all these spare parts. It's got like track brakes, track rims, so it's basically made for the track. So now let's go look at the actual car itself and see what mods actually came on the car. So that's all the spare parts. So all that is what he threw in. Like it was all in the back of his car, and he's like, do you want this, do you want that, do you want this, do you want that? I was like, I don't want that, I want that. So yeah, we're here now. Oh, and there's a bunch of like spare parts as well, like spare spaces for the rear brakes and things like that. So let's see what is actually on my 172. The back is standard. It does need a new plate, which I am in the process of making now. If you go in the description, Y3S plates for any of your number plate needs. It's had a full new exhaust because I think on the MOT it was an advisory that it was like leaking too much gas or something. I don't know, but the exhaust is brand new. That is actually a standard exhaust. Back of the car done. Let's do the interior next because that is like the main bit. Is standard. Interior is completely standard. It has got a mount here for like a camera. If I ever get it insured, that would be quite cool to get some driving footage. But it is bone standard in here, standard seats, the full interior, which is actually becoming quite hard to find now. So next is the front end and the engine. So from what I'm aware, it's all standard. It's got a tow-in eye here, which is quite nice. I've also got the standard one as well for the rear. I think it does make the car look like a bit more like a track beast. The engine, from what I'm told, is completely standard. It has got like a poly bush mount here. It's also got a poly bush dog mount as well. So like where the gearbox joins, it drives nice from what I'm told. It's very stiff. So yeah, poly bush engine mount. I don't know if it's just that one. That one's obviously a bright colour, so it's easy to see. And it has also got a Ram Air induction kit, which sounds incredible. I'm going to see if I can put up a couple clips now. It sounds amazing. That is as far as the car goes. So now let's talk about what makes this car truly special, and that is the handling. So firstly, it is on Team Dynamics. I think they're called 1.2s. They are black. Excuse the dirt. They're quite a nice rim. They were a rim that I wanted on my first Clio, but then I didn't really have the balls for it because it was only a 1.2. I do think they suit this amazingly with the iceberg paint, with the black rims. It just works nice. Yellow calipers as well, which I think suit the car amazingly. I don't know what pads are in there, and I believe they're standard discs, but the discs are like brand new. There's no lip on them at all. It's like the brakes and the rims. Then the important thing, I don't know if you can see, camber. So this has actually got camber bolts as well, which it's hard to pick up on camera, but the front wheels are angled in ever so slightly, which just look amazing. Obviously it helps with the handling as well. So yeah, it handles like an absolute beast. I'm going to bring it up on my phone because I'm sure there's more that I haven't said. I do have a list on my phone of all the mods because I knew I wouldn't remember everything. So we've said the intake. The fog lights. So they've actually taken out the fog lights, which is why I've got the sets in the garage, the spare sets, and they've replaced them with ducts. So they go through to the brake to keep the brakes cool. As I said, this car was on track, so things like that to keep the brakes cool, increase your lap times, it reduces the brake fade. It's just cool as well. There has been quite a lot of fog, so I presume driving it around every day, that's not a great plan to take the fog lights out, but a car like this isn't an everyday car. Plus, we don't drive it, so it is like a track toy, or it will be a track toy. That is my hope. One day you will see me in this car on a track. So the Polybush dog mount, the Polybush exhaust. Oh, it's also got a Polybush exhaust mount as well, which doesn't really matter. Basically, all the mounts are Polybush. It's just stiff and it shakes a lot, but it's fun. How could I forget? How could I forget? It's got cup shocks. So if you know the Clio world, the cup shocks are like the best shocks. And it's got, is it ICA or IBAC? I can't remember. I think it's IBAC. I don't know. It's the opposite to what the brakes are. It's got springs on it. He told me it's like a 20 or 30 mil drop. It sits beautiful. As I said, it doesn't really scrape on anything and it doesn't rub. I just think it sits amazing. And from the side profile, yeah, that is well. So it's got IBAC Sportline springs. It's got CLRC5 Plus front pads. I don't know if this matters to anyone. Brembo UVHC front discs. So I was wrong. It has actually got Brembo discs. It's got like special front discs, and it's just got standard Brembo rear discs. This is just from what I'm told. I'm not too clued up because it wasn't me who did it. It has actually got the PowerFlex camber bolts, but I do also have spare camber bolts as well. I forgot to show that. I don't know why I would need spare, but it is cool to have. It's got the PowerFlex upper engine mount, which is the yellow mount that we saw in there. It does look cool, and obviously it makes the car shake. It handles well. And it's also had new top mounts by Febi, I think is the brand. Basically, handling wise, the car is spot on, and I am excited to one day take it on track. I think this car, with the camber, with the brakes, with all that's been done to it, it has been set up perfect. And I even think on the current setup that it's got, without them brake pads and without them rims, I think this would still be a beast on track. Like from the passenger seat, it is mental. So yeah, that's quite a extensive list. It is basically how I would have done the car if I had it from standard. So I didn't even know that it had all that, to be honest. When I put the bid on this car, I just thought it looked cool. Then I won it, then I was reading through all the stuff it's got. I was like, oh my god, I've done amazing. This car is like spot on. So yeah, hopefully one day we can actually like take it out on track, take it out on the road. But for now, unfortunately, it's just got to be the driveway videos. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like and subscribe. Comment any suggestions or improvements, and hopefully I'll see you again. Cheers.